Welcome to Narc Talk, where we discuss jealous, toxic relatives. My parents and sister get jealous and compete with me. Every time I make a substantial purchase, within a month to a year, my parents or sister make the same type of purchase. I bought a new car, and my mom's reaction was to start crying and complain to my dad that they never had a brand new car. Literally, 1 month later, they bought a brand new car. They previously had been talking about getting a car for 5 years. I bought a house, and a few months later, my sister sold her house and bought another one, despite never mentioning plans to do so soon since buying the first one. My parents also bought a new house to retire into after having been in the same house for 30 years. I bought a new fabric corner couch, and now my mom is planning to buy one too. This is after preaching for the past 20 years how much better leather couches are, and she would never buy fabric. Insert hundreds of other scenarios of smaller size purchases. These alone don't really show that this is not just a coincidence. What shows they are jealous and competitive is whenever I share any news of purchases or show projects I've been working on, there is no genuine interest or positive response. It's always along the lines of, "Oh, I need to get that now," or "Oh, what I have is shit." The emotion they radiate feels like anger and resentment. There is no excitement or genuine interest in me or my life. In fact, once I state or show them, there is immediate disinterest and no further attention. They just go into their minds and spout complaints about what they don't have. Now, this reaction would be appropriate if I was being arrogant or rubbing it in their face. But I'm literally just sharing the excitement, to which any other person in my life reacts normally. They have always been disinterested in my world and interest. Feeling ignored and unseen isn't new to me. But the jealousy and competitiveness is. Ever since I got my own house, these traits have appeared. Makes sense because they used to poke fun at me for renting and fake pity party offer to let me move in with them so I could finally save to get a house. Now they don't have anything left over me to feel so much superior. My narc mom is literally the worst at this. My enabler dad begs me not to tell her I bought anything because she will want it. At this point, I'm just a tester. I buy and test products, and once they prove their value, I get to install the identical thing at my parents' house. Wait till you have a kid. My sister literally became pregnant within a couple of months of me informing her I was pregnant for all 3 of my pregnancies, so each of her kids is only slightly younger than mine. I wasn't bothered by it, but definitely thought it was bizarre. It took me until I was in my 40s to realize that my mom was competing with me and always had been. Story 2. Day 1 of no contact with my abusive mother. Hey y'all, today is day 1 of no contact with my mom. Long story short, she is abusive and has been my entire life. Verbally calling me names, cursing me out, engaging in emotional incest with me by telling me my father is a horrible person when I was a child, making me choose sides, saying she wanted to unalive herself, saying she wishes I was never born, saying I ruined her life, saying she could have been something were it not for me, leaving me alone as a small child for extended periods of time, abusing my dad physically and emotionally in front of me. He is an enabler. Most recently, she harassed me when I didn't answer her call for 30 minutes. I told her that behavior made me uncomfortable. Of course, she proceeded to say, how dare I criticize her, and anyone would be lucky to have her in their life. Mind you, she has no friends, and her family keeps at a distance. I didn't respond. I was supposed to come out and visit her a couple of weeks later. I waited 10 days to text. I asked if I was still visiting. She ghosted. I texted again a week later. She ghosted again. Then on my birthday, she sent me a 10-page long letter explaining how I am a horrible daughter. She literally made a bullet point list with everything I have done wrong to her. The first one was when she threatened to unalive herself if I dated a black man. She wrote, "You never apologized to me for putting me through this stress." I finally responded explaining to her that her behavior was inappropriate. I told her that she has been abusive all my life and enough is enough. I've had it. I won't stand for it anymore. I asked why she has to be so hurtful, and of course, this was met with her bringing all the attention back to herself, detailing every hard thing she's been through. She said I'm a horrible person for criticizing her. I didn't respond.